Assalamu alaikum, this is Maria Zulfikar welcoming you to the English news from Btv Chattogram. Let's begin with the top stories. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman stresses conducting performance audits along with compliance won as audit report for 2021-22 submitted. Science and Technology Minister seeks cooperation from Deputy Commissioners implementing government's 180-day action plan. Government determined to ensure healthcare for all, says Health and Family Welfare Minister. Local government elections to be completed within 10 months to 1 year, informs Information and Broadcasting Advisor. Election Commission publishes Gazette declaring Nusrat Tabassum elected to reserved woman seat. US-Iran ceasefire on the edge as they tread fire over Strait of Hormuz. And Atletico Madrid to face Arsenal in second leg of UEFA Champions League semi-final. Viewers, those were the top stories. Now moving on to the details. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman today put special emphasis on conducting performance audits along with compliance audits. He came up with importance to ensure transparency and accountability in spending public funds to provide various services to the people and to achieve properly objectives of various projects being implemented by the government. At an event, the Prime Minister was informed about the observations and recommendations received on 38 audit reports, compliance and performance audits of various government departments and entities. Comptroller and Auditor General of Bangladesh, Muhammad Nurul Islam, handed over the audit reports to the Premier at the Prime Minister's office at Cabinet Division of the Bangladesh Secretariat today. Cabinet Secretary Nasimul Goni, Finance Secretary Dr. Khairuzaman Mojumdar and officials of the concerned departments were present on the occasion. Prime Minister's advisor and spokesperson of the Prime Minister's office, Dr. Mahdi Amin, held a meeting with Simon Lawson Parchman, Country Director of the World Food Programme WFP Bangladesh. The meeting took place at the Prime Minister's office in Tejgaon in the capital today. During the meeting, detailed discussions were held on the midday meal program undertaken by the government of Bangladesh. They discussed various aspects of ensuring quality food for students across the country. Representatives of the World Food Programme provided important suggestions based on their experience. Dr. Mahdi Amin said that nutritious food is essential for the mental and physical development of children, and the Prime Minister is committed to ensuring their good health and proper education. He also noted that Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has highlighted the importance of the midday meal program in the election manifesto and in various speeches. Science and Technology, Posts, Telecommunications and ICT Minister Fakir Mahbub Anam sought overall cooperation from the district administration in implementing the government's 180-day action plan. He requested this cooperation at a meeting with district administrators on the third day of the Deputy Commissioners Conference at the Osmani Memorial Auditorium in the capital. After the meeting, the minister said that work work is ongoing at the district level to ensure digital security. He also stated that the government is taking a strict stance to prevent rumors and cyberbullying. In addition, Housing and Public Works Minister Zakaria Tahir also held a meeting with the district administrators. At the meeting, he said that efforts are underway to solve the housing problems of government officials and employees in various districts, including the construction of dormitories and studio apartments, integrated office buildings, renovation of existing buildings, and construction of new buildings. He sought the cooperation of district administrators in implementing these activities. He also requested their support in properly managing the activities and implementing decisions of development authorities in divisional cities, including Rajuk and the Cox's Bazar Development Authority. On the same day, Liberation War Affairs Minister Ahmed Azam Khan and State Minister Ishraq Hussain also held a meeting with the district administrators. After the meeting, the minister said that various suggestions have come from the district administrators to ensure proper implementation of ongoing projects and activities which will further accelerate the work in the future. At this time, the state minister said that work on the project to construct 30,000 Bir Nibash to ensure housing for freedom fighters will continue. Stressing the need to bring underprivileged people under medical services, renowned physician and Prime Minister Tariq Rahman's spouse, Dr. Zubaida Rahman, said healthcare is not a privilege but a fundamental right. She made the remarks today while speaking at a view exchange meeting titled Implementing Electoral Pledges in Dhaka 17 to Ensure Equality in Healthcare, held at Kurmitola General Hospital in the capital. Health Minister Sardar Shakawat Hussain, Information and Broadcasting Minister Zohiruddin Shapon, State Minister for Public Administration Muhammad Abdul Bari, State Minister for Health M.A. Mohit, Health Services Division Secretary Muhammad Kamruzaman Chaudhary, and Professor Dr. Farhad Halim Donor, Joint Coordinator of BNP's Dhaka 17 Election Steering Committee, among others, addressed the event. In his speech, the health minister said the government is committed to ensuring healthcare for all and is taking initiatives accordingly. Information and Broadcasting Minister Zohiruddin Shapon said modern knowledge and management must be prioritized to bring fundamental qualitative chances to the health sector. Earlier, Dr. Zubaida Rahman inaugurated several service facilities at Kurmitola General Hospital, including an ICU, an NICU center, a gastro-liver center, and a pathology pavilion. She also visited the hospital's working environment. Senior officials of Kurmitola Hospital were present at that time. Information and Broadcasting Advisor Dr. Zahidur Rahman said all local government elections will be completed within the next 10 months to 1 year. He made the remarks today at a press conference at the Secretariat, highlighting the progress of various government activities, describing the deaths of around 300 children from measles and its symptoms as unfortunate. The advisor said the government is prepared to prevent the spread of other diseases in the future due to vaccine shortages. He asserted that the incident will be investigated to ensure such incidents do not happen again. Dr. Zahidur Rahman also said that farmers affected in the Haur areas will receive a one-time payment of 7,500 taka each. Responding to a question from journalists regarding India's elections, he said it is an internal matter of India and will not affect bilateral relations with Bangladesh. Commerce Minister Khandakar Abdul Muqtadir said the agreement between Bangladesh and the United States is a historical reality that the current government has inherited. However, he urged people not to be unnecessarily worried about the existing trade agreement. He made these remarks to journalists today after a courtesy meeting with a visiting U.S. delegation at the Secretariat. The Commerce Minister said that the government's main effort in the coming days will be to utilize the agreement in favor of the country. He added that if any aspect of the agreement goes against national interests, there is scope within the agreement itself to resolve such issues through discussion. He said this is not something that can be suddenly cancelled or terminated at will. The Election Commission has published a Gazette notification declaring Nusrat Tabassum, a candidate from the Jamaat Alliance and joint convener of the National Citizen Party, elected as a member of a reserved women's seat in the 13th Jatiya Shongshad. Nusrat was declared elected unopposed by the returning officer yesterday, and the Gazette was published today. There are a total of 50 reserved seats for women in the Jatiya Shongshad. Of them, 49 members took oath last Sunday. According to the rules, the Parliament Secretariat will now arrange the oath-taking ceremony for Nusrat Tabassum. Now, international news. The ceasefire between Iran and the United States is on the edge as the two countries traded fire over the strategic Strait of Hormuz, and the United Arab Emirates reported attacks for the first time since the truce was declared nearly a month ago. A day after U.S. President Donald Trump announced an operation to escort trapped vessels through the strait, Fox News quoted him as threatening that Iran would be blown off the face of the earth if it attacks U.S. ships. Iran appeared undaunted as it vowed to keep the exerting control over the Strait of Hormuz. A U.S. admiral said U.S. forces sank 6 small Iranian ships. The Islamic Republic on Tuesday denied any combat vessels had been hit, but accused the U.S. of killing civilians on boats. Iranian state TV posted on Telegram that U.S. forces attacked 2 small boats carrying people and martyred 5 civilian passengers and must be held accountable for their crime. Meanwhile, the UAE, a close U.S. ally and key Arab partner of Israel, said it came under a barrage of missiles and drones from Iran. UAE authorities also reported a strike targeting an energy installation in the emirate of Fujairah injured 3 Indian nationals. According to the UAE Defense Ministry, 4 cruise missiles were launched from Iran, with 3 successfully shot down and another falling into the water. UAE authorities said Iran also fired drones at a tanker affiliated with its state-owned oil giant ADNOC. A senior Iranian military official did not deny the strikes but said that the Islamic Republic had no pre-planned program to attack the oil facilities in question. But Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said that the clashes in the strait showed there was no military solution to a political crisis and pointed to Pakistan's efforts to keep mediating. Qatar, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, the Gulf Cooperation Council, France, Germany and the UK have all condemned the suspected Iranian missile and drone attack on the UAE. A giant explosion at a fireworks factory in central China's Hunan province killed at least 26 people and injured 61. The country's state media CCTV said today that the explosion occurred on Monday afternoon local time at the Luoyang Huasheng Fireworks Manufacturing and Display Company in Luoyang. CCTV said police had apprehended the company's management while investigations into the cause of the accident continue. Chinese President Xi Jinping had called for all-out efforts to treat the injured and search for missing persons and for those responsible to be held accountable. At least 5 people have been killed and 37 people wounded in Russian airstrikes on Ukrainian state-run gas facilities in the Poltava and Kharkiv regions, a day after Kiev and Moscow announced unilateral ceasefires to take effect later this week. The CEO of Ukraine's state energy company, Naftogaz, said today that 3 employees and 2 rescue workers were killed in the overnight missile and drone barrage. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russian authorities had shown utter cynicism by announcing a ceasefire and then launching missile and drone attacks on his country. A day earlier, Russian President Vladimir Putin declared a 2-day ceasefire in the war with Ukraine on May 8 and 9 to mark Russia's Second World War victory. Volodymyr Zelensky countered with his proposed 2-day pause in fighting starting at midnight tonight. Meanwhile, Ukraine attacked one of Russia's biggest oil refineries today, sparking a fire in an industrial area of the Russian town of Kirishi in the Leningrad region. Now, sports news. Football. Arsenal and Atletico Madrid will face in the decisive second leg of the UEFA Champions League semi-final at the Emirates Stadium in London tonight, scheduled to kick off from 1 a.m. Bangladesh time with a place in the prestigious final on the line. A tie on the edge, the two sides entered this fixture deadlocked after a grueling 1-1 draw in the first leg at the Metropolitano. For Diego Simon's Atletico Madrid, this represents a golden opportunity to return to the final for the first time since 2016.